Technology in the Freshman Classroom, a recap of a presentation given on September 16th. The iPad is indeed transforming the way we teach and learn at Hersey, and we know this because for the last 5 years we have been in a pilot phase where we have tried out various devices in various classrooms throughout the building. This is a brief overview of what the first 4 years of our pilot phase looked like. Our very first proposals to use iPads in the classroom came from our teachers even before the iPad had hit the stores. And many teachers knew if they had access to a device in the classroom that they could do much more than what they had been doing previously. Each year more and more of our teachers and more of our students were participating in these pilot programs. Last year, we had about 9,000 of our students using an iPad in one or more classes throughout the school day, and it was at the very end of the last school year that we received notice from our central office that this year we would indeed be a one-to-one school district using iPads in the classroom. Over the course of the 5 years of our pilot phase, we did indeed take into account what our students and our parents had to say. Every year we surveyed both students and parents on their experiences with the pilot programs. And every year, overwhelmingly, the same results came back as benefits to learning in a one-to-one environment. Both students and parents felt like they had more access to information via their email app and were more likely to facilitate communication between students and their classmates and students and teachers. And overwhelmingly, they said having the iPad in class provided more engagement. And it's not necessarily the device that makes more students engaged in the classroom. It's still the curriculum that does that, but teachers were able to expand their curriculum to include more interactive lessons. So far this year, the technology team and the instructional technology team has seen the freshmen 4 times. We first met them at orientation before the school year started, where we talked to them about the technology that was going to be available to them for the next 4 years, and we had them set their logins and passwords. During their PE classes on the first day of school, we talked to them about their email accounts and about privacy and about filtering and making sure that they were aware that we needed them to be good digital citizens. Also, through their English courses, they received a full period orientation from our librarian and our instructional technology staff about checking their grades, accessing their email, looking at their Google Drive, and getting organized. And last week they attended a technology forum where, along with their iPad, they were able to interact with the things that we had taught them, and we helped them learn how to use their note-taking app and to create folders for organization and how to log into Schoology and access coursework and to go through settings and familiarize them with how the iPad can work for them for productivity in the classroom. There is a protection plan that is available for parents and students for the iPad. That's an annual enrollment fee of $30, and parents can pay via cash or check in the main office at any time. And there was also an online link that had been sent out. Enrollment online closes on the 19th, but students will still be able to enroll in that program at school. They'll just have to make sure to go see the help desk and have their device verified and checked before they can then go and pay in the main office. Our freshman courses are using the iPads in various ways. Our biology team is using Schoology as their learning management system. They'll also be using Quizlet and WebQuests, sharing class presentations, and looking at formative assessment through a site called Kahoot and an app called Socrative. Our human geography group is also using Schoology as their learning management system, and we'll be trying various map apps to help students with their geography. In our written and oral communications classes, they are using Google Drive for accessing Google Docs and creating assignments, and they will also be using Schoology as their learning management system. Some of the feedback that we've gotten from our teachers is that incorporating the iPad into their classroom will help students become more independent and in a supervised environment. The expectations are there for students to be organized and be on task and to check calendars and weekly grades and to communicate via email as necessary. And they've also seen group work become more successful as students are able to interact and edit online together from the comfort of their own home. Also, they are able to collect and analyze data electronically, for example, in their lab work, in their science courses, and in their math classes. And we're always seeing students come up with new ways to use the iPads, and it's not only the teachers that are teaching the students, it's that everyone is learning from each other in this process. We have spent a great deal of time and effort making sure that our teachers are supported throughout this process and that our students feel supported as they incorporate the iPad into the classrooms. And now, as we go one-to-one, we are also looking at various ways to help our parent community feel supported as well. Next week, you'll be receiving email about a Schoology course that has been designed for digital parenting, helping parents stay connected and giving them a guide for how to help their students with instructional technology. So look for information on that. We challenge you to take this online course. It's free and it should take about 6 weeks to complete, where parents can experience exactly what their students experience in a learning management system in an online environment. Also, we are planning an event for November 7th on Saturday. This will be a free event called Engage, where District 214 has partnered with all of the feeder districts, both elementary and middle school, to come up with some programming that could help parents understand what the landscape looks like now in schools. Look for more information on that coming soon. Some of the session topics will include things like internet safety, cyber safety, as well as sessions on what is Google Drive, what is a learning management system. So hopefully you will take full advantage of that opportunity as well. If you have questions beyond this presentation, please always feel free to reach out to your students' teachers and also to the instructional technology staff at Hersey High School.